Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, April 17th, and we're going to solve the New York Times crossword puzzle together as a team. Today's puzzle is constructed by Elon Kolkowitz and his brother Shimon Kolkowitz, I'm guessing. Haven't heard those names, unfamiliar, so could be in for some surprises on a Thursday. Trying to think here. I'm repping the Celtics. NBA playoffs start this weekend, so that's very exciting. The Warriors game 2 nights ago was actually quite good. But yeah, pretty excited for 2 months of NBA playoffs that I can grind it out for. This afternoon, I'm headed to San Diego for a few days. I'm going to be there through Sunday afternoon and catching up with my college buddies, including a number of my favorite Celtics fan friends. So that's cool. Although didn't go to school in Boston, we went to school in Boulder, Colorado. So nothing to do with Boston. We just happened to be Celtics fan friends who went to school in Boulder. Anyways, I think that's about it. I don't have a whole lot to report. It's supposed to snow here again tomorrow, which is kind of a bummer, but glad I'm going to be at the beach. Hopefully by the time I get back on Sunday, hopefully it's ready for full spring. Still got about a month before our amphitheater season kicks off in Vail, so doing some prep, getting ready, and trying to enjoy a little bit of vacay time before crazy summer. So, anyways, I've pre-rambled enough. 122-day streak, headed towards 138. We're so close we can taste it. But it's Thursday. Let's do it. Hope your week has gone well. They've updated their terms finally. Been waiting on them to do that. Let's see. So we've got something weird going on with some Christmas trees. I have a feeling I'm going to hate this puzzle. I don't know why, but we'll find out together. Let's go. Something bowl. Well, that's an acai bowl. Healthful dish. Cellular protein. Give out. That could be like emit, I bet. Yeah, because I think this is going to be ego, right? Expels. Mars with bars. Oh, Bruno Mars. As he sings bars. Cold-blooded kind of monster, a Gila monster. And so, something. Common back-to-school purchases. New clothes, could be. Cake mix, trail mix. No. And it's an eel, and this is TAs. So common back-to-school lunch boxes now. Back-to-school purchases. Bit of ballet wear. Like a tutu or those shoes, point shoes. 2013 movie co-starring Scarlett Johansson in which she is never seen. That movie is called Her with, what is his name? Joaquin Phoenix. He falls in love with his computer. Going back to Cali, well, that's Biggie, right? Notorious B.I.G. Isn't it? Well, this must be Carol, right? Carol. What? Like, am I losing my mind? Abigail Adams or Eleanor Roosevelt, informally, which was the first lady. So I wonder if this is going to be something where first is part of our theme. Red Denizen of Sesame Street. Well, that's interesting because that's Elmo, right? So are we crunching things together? Advocates for. Animal with luxurious fur. Stoat. Is it a stoat? Consumer Protection Agency. Muse of Memory. Well, that's Erato, right? 64 across. what you can't see due to, hasty, become fixed. The Santa Anas are hot winds. What 3 is? Prime? Is it prime? I mean, it is prime, but I don't think so. I don't think so. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. It feels like we're squeezing letters together here in a rebusy multi-letter box trend. Elliot protagonist, I have no idea. Pickle or asparagus unit. So it's a spear, right? Pickle or asparagus, it's a spear. Bog is a fen. Placed in an air fryer instead of a microwave, say. State with 1,350 miles of coastline. So I think this is Maine. But, like, how am I getting Maine out of these 3 letters? Small embedded program. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Toward that place, quaintly. Ancient Rome and Persia. Oof. Own, like, possess. Is that how you spell possess? Comforts. Almost half of Scandinavians must be Swedes. But you can't see due to the 38 across in this puzzle. I have no idea. So we're right on time, 4:48 here. Like, a lot of blank space though, and there's something funny going on that I have not figured out. Got to figure out what's going on with this trick here. But onward. Hope of the crime is to abet. Early investor. Early investor. Literally equal legs. Well, this is either bands or bars, right? And this is ergo. I mean, I want this to be like isosceles, like a triangle, but I don't, it's not. Early investor. Oh, this must be an angel investor. Toe something. Oof. Like many a plant in spring a bloom. Draconian. Large cask for beer or wine. Like a jug. Cask for beer or wine. Crawl along is to inch along. What a bad assistant might be. No help. So this is lunch boxes. Large cask. What is this? Some Halloween transports are, well, this must be brooms for a witch's costume. Plot problems. Plot problems. Snags. I don't know. ABC's first program broadcast in color with the. Refurbish as an old piano. No idea. What one may have to do to destroy a Death Star. No idea. Original and influential. Big name in soft drinks. Big name in soft drinks. Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. Soft drinks. Something Presidenta, term of address for Mexico's leader beginning in 2024. Is it like Madama? Do they have a woman Mexican president? Oh, senora. Senora? Crap. Senora. Madama? I don't know, man. Wizard's weapon, maybe. Wizard's weapon. Something the donut. French sauce. Like, I want this to be béarnaise, but it's hollandaise, béarnaise, anglaise. It's got to be something like that, though. But this is the Santa Ana's. Horseshoe enthusiasts. Yikes. Like one who might have to hoof it. Hoof it. Aspire to. John something, author of Annals of the Former World. I have no idea. Brand of oversized Lego bricks. A brand of oversized Lego bricks? Like, Lego is the brand, right? Veterans affliction is PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. A yarn spinner's a liar. So you got a couple things here. Does a certain prank on TP's. How to. This is thither. Okay. MIT grads are. There's multiple of them, so it ends in S. The last one flew in 10. Last one flew in 10-3. I don't know. This is terrible. We're doing poorly. We have not figured out the theme. And what is even what you can't see due to the forest for the trees. Okay, all right. Well, that helps. See the forest for the trees, but I still don't know. That doesn't inform me a whole lot, but at least it's something. A cellular protein is. I really don't know. A bit of ballet wear, like a toe loop. Is this isosceles? This is Elmo, but it's missing the O. So, like. Oh, so elm is a tree. So are all these going to be a type of tree? And how do you spell isosceles? Isosceles? Is that right? Toe shoe? That could be. Oh, draconian is cruel. Okay. So this is Acton? I think it's Acton. Oh, LL Cool J? I don't think LL Cool J sang Going Back to Cali, did he? I'm very confused. Did LL Cool J sing that song? I really don't think so, but. Abigail Adams or Eleanor Roosevelt. I mean, those are first ladies. Advocates for. Animal with luxurious fur. Plot holes. So luxurious fur. This must be a staff. Wizard's staff. Ernie the donut. Arnie the donut. Oh, sable. Okay, so Arnie the donut. The mind is not a vessel to be filled up, but a. Oh, so this is fire, right? Okay, so fur. So we're missing the E because that's how that works. Béarnaise, spelled like a bear. That's interesting. Consumer Protection Agency. I'm not sure. Muse of memory. Hasty. ash. Oh, ash. Right? Become fixed. Like set in. Set on. I don't think so. Like, Elliot protagonist. Is it like Silas Marner? I don't know. Pickle or asparagus unit. Well, this is a spear, so pear tree. Placed in an air fryer instead of a microwave. I don't know. I've never used an air fryer, but stay with 1,350 miles of coastline. So Maine. I don't think Maine's going to fit, though. Small embedded program. Ancient Rome and Persia. Comforts. This is not going well. I'm actually kind of amazed I have these three corners sorted, but really need some help on this down pass here. ABC's first program broadcast in color with the Jetsons. Right? Maybe? This is like expounds. Could this start with an X? Big name in soft drinks. X. Is it expounds? Furbish, like tune up an old piano. I think this is expounds. But I'm struggling to figure out how that's going to work. What one may have to do to destroy a Death Star. I don't know. Original and influential. What is this? Oh, this is Lotus, because it's FLOTUS, First Lady of the United States. So this is Oh, but this... this must be like a mnemonic device. Something's wrong here, though. Advocates for espouses. There we go. To destroy a Death Star. Use the Force. Duh. Original and influential. You name in soft drinks. Like, what could this be? Soft drinks. This must be no, and this would be Senora. Oh, and this is Seminole. Seminole, okay. Florida has... interesting. We name it soft drinks. We're making progress. This isn't pretty, but it'd be nice to go out with a bang before my trip to San Diego. Horseshoe enthusiasts. Horseshoe enthusiasts. Like one who might have to hoof it. One who might have to hoof it. Carless. Aspire to. Dream of. All right, that feels. Those two were big, crucial answers to get this rolling. John something. Brand of oversized Lego bricks. Like Jumbo. MIT grads. Last one flew. Is this SST, the type of airplane? Consumer Protection Agency. Really not sure, but is this going to be like a kind of a tree? What three is a crowd? This is Silas Marner, I'm sure of it. Placed in an air fryer instead of a microwave. Small embedded program. Apple. Oh, horseshoe enthusiasts, farriers, the people who actually put on the shoe placed. Is that right? A farrier? It's in an air fryer instead of a microwave. This feels like it's gotta be Apple, right? Small M. Oh, okay, Apple, and an applet is the thing it's short for. On ancient Rome and Persia. Empires. Comforts. This is like engineers, right? Comforts. Solaces. So what is this? Big name in soft drinks. Schweppes. Oops. Ah. But like placed in an air fryer instead of a microwave. Oh, this is Dream. Crisper? Crisped? 2059, we got there. That was hard. That was a challenging puzzle. I mean, fire, pear. I don't, like, it was fine, I guess. I don't know. This theme didn't really do a whole lot for me. I liked the idea, see the forest for the trees. It just didn't, I don't know. This wasn't super well executed, I guess, right? We've got, first of all, I'm really surprised that this is the answer to this. Like I can hear Biggie Smalls singing that hook. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. Anyways, lotus tree, elm tree, ash tree, pear tree, fir tree, apple tree, all trees. Forest trees, both same. Acai bowl. Let's just have a look and see what we liked. That was tough though. I'm going to call that like a 7 out of 10 difficulty. I liked that it was unusual. This whole solve had a bit of an odd feel to it, which is kind of nice. When you solve puzzles every day, it's nice to mix it up a little bit. Acai bowl. I don't know how acai grows. Does it grow on trees? I have no idea. Actin. It's funny, I feel like this section right here was one of the tougher parts of the puzzle and, you know, didn't bear out that way, but emit bands, Bruno Mars, Gila Monster, Ergo, Lunchboxes are common back to school purchases. Are they still? I don't know. I hope so. Lunchboxes used to be so cool, and I hope that they're still a thing. Toe shoe is a bit of ballet wear, of course. Her, weird movie, very weird movie. LL Cool J apparently sang this song. I don't know, man. 1998 rap is pretty much in my wheelhouse, and I feel like an idiot if I'm wrong about this, but I've got to imagine that the editing team at the NYT crossword is on it. So, lotus flower, elm tree, yeah. Espouses advocates for. When I thought this was going to be, is expound? Is that similar to espouse? I'm not sure, but I was really confused when I thought this was going to start with an X. I wasn't sure how that would work. Sable is a luxurious fur. That makes me think of Seinfeld when Elaine has the rat hat, and she says, "Oh, that's a type of sable." And it's like, no, that's a rat. Consumer Protection Agency, FTC, Federal Trade Commission. Is that what that is? This one's really hard. This is obviously where mnemonic device comes from, which is a memory device for remembering things. Forest for the trees, rash, ash, set in, act in. Santa Ana's. 3 is a crowd. No. Fire for Marner, Silas Marner. Spear pear, fen, as in Fenway Park. That's what Fenway Park is named for, the Fens. Crisped, if you placed it in an air fryer instead of a microwave. Like I say, never used an air fryer. I do like a nice crispy treat though, so. FLA, that's the state my mom lives in. Hi, Mom. A lot of coastline there. Apple, applet, Sao Paulo, thither, empires, possess, solaces. A lot of like decent mid-length fill. There's not a ton of short stuff, and thither, empires, possess, solaces, Swedes, forest. These are all just like solid. I don't, they're not amazing. I would say that the cluing in general was a little bit literal. I wish there had been some more punny stuff. Forest for the trees. Help of the crime is to abet. Carol is a great name for a December baby. I'm a December baby myself. Angel investor. Isosceles. Surprisingly hard word to spell. But that makes sense. Equal legs. A bloom, cruel, a ton. Large cask for beer or wine is a ton. I don't think I've ever heard that. So yeah. And this, we've got this floating mystery F. It has nothing to do with Inch. It has nothing to do with Schweppes. It has nothing to do with LL Cool J. It only connects to Lotus. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. The more I think about this theme, the less I like it, I guess. Yeah, it's just floating here, and this isn't Fire Marner Spear, right? That'd be cool if it connected all the way across, or if it had some broader theme that tied it all together, but I don't know. No help, ego, mix, eel, TAs, brooms, holes. First program broadcast in color with the Jetsons. That's interesting, and it makes sense, that an animated program would be first. It's kind of a fun fact. Tune up an old piano. The amphitheater I work in, we have 4 orchestras that come in and play for 5 or so weeks. And the piano, one thing I've really learned about classical music is the piano constantly needs tuning. Any time when they're not performing, the piano is actively being tuned by a guy whose only job that is. So it's pretty crazy. And fun fact, the guy who used to do the piano tuning for one of the orchestras was named Michael Jackson. True story. And he was like an old cowboy guy, and he would make moonshine, and his name was Michael Jackson, and he was a piano tuner. Michael, if you're watching, hello. Anyways, moving on. Use the Force. I like this one. Not a big Star Wars guy, but I like this one. And it's one of our longer answers. Seminal, Schweppes. Seminal is one of those words, like, I know what it means, kind of. I can't imagine using it in a sentence and, like, really asserting that I know really what it means. Schweppes, big name in soft drinks. Senora Presidenta. Staff, Arnie the Donut. Like, what? I don't, like, what about Arnold Palmer, Arnie? I don't know. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger, Arnie. Never heard of Arnie the Donut. Béarnaise sauce is a classic French sauce. Farriers. That was a tough one. Pretty proud of myself for getting it. It's one of the best clues here. Horseshoe enthusiasts. Like actual punnery and wordplay. Carless is one who might have to hoof it. My car has been in the shop for about a week. It has a leaky head gasket, which means it's on its way out. I will be buying a new car before the end of the year, I'm sure. Just doing enough repairs to keep it on the road for the summer, and yuck. 13-year run, though, pretty good. I dream of a new car. John McPhee, never heard of that person or that book. Duplo, oversized Lego bricks. I don't really get this. Like, Lego is the brand, period, full stop. So, are they Lego-like bricks? Are they similar to Legos that are oversized? I don't get it. Veteran has PTSD, liar, TPs, how to, EEs, and SST. So we did it. We snuck in just a hair under 21 minutes. Challenging puzzle that was just okay, I'm going to say. But kudos to these brothers for getting their name in the crossword byline and giving us an interesting, challenging solve on a Thursday. That's really all I've got. Like I say, I'm traveling today. I'll be leaving for the airport in like 5-ish hours. And so sorting out some odds and ends for work and packing and whatnot, feeding myself. I'll be back Sunday night, which means no more live solves, no more video solves this weekend. And I'll return for another video solve sometime next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something. Fairly quiet week for me when I get back. I'm just really praying that it's nice weather and that we can lean into springtime. But that's about it. Anyways, if you like this puzzle, if you like this video, then you can indicate that by clicking the like button. That's why they put it there. Is you click the like button, I know you liked it. Bada bing, bada boom. I really appreciate that. Also really appreciate if you subscribe to this channel. I just got a new subscriber today. Feeling good about that. So I'm riding high on one new subscriber. I don't have very many, but I don't have very many, so every single one really makes a difference. And I really appreciate when you subscribe. But you don't have to. Anyways, like it, subscribe it, and most importantly, have a great weekend, and I hope you'll join me again next time for another solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.